my name is Brad Britt. I work for the Air Force Wounded Warrior Program. I'm the Transition Program Manager, Empowerment and Transition. Today, we're very fortunate to have with us a guest from Student Veterans of America. He's going to talk to us a little bit about the program, some upcoming events that they have, and how it would benefit you in your transition if you're looking at education to maybe participate in Student Veterans of America. With that, Kevin, I'd really like to turn it over to you. Let you introduce yourself, talk a little bit how you ended up with Student Veterans of America, and then we can get into some questions to learn more.
All right, well, thank you. How you doing, everyone? My name is Kevin Jenkins. I'm the program manager at Student Veterans of America. I joined SVA back in 2019, of June 2019. And how did I get here? Well, I started out, first of all, I'm an Army veteran. After getting out of the Army, I immediately went to college. So unfortunately, this was just before SVA was founded. So one of the things is when I joined SVA, I was like, wow, I wish I was an SVA when I was in college, because I was one of those student veterans, who enrolled in college and just got it done. And for all I knew, I was the only veteran on campus. For all I knew, there was no place for me to network with other student veterans. But upon graduation, I started working in college admissions. So I do have a college admissions background, worked for 2 universities, also did some work for nonprofit organizations and college access. So Student Veterans of America has been a great way for me to combine my background in college access and college admissions, and now working with student veterans.
That's awesome. And I mean, and then like talking a little bit about it, I mean, it's kind of nice that you're still able to give back. It's kind of a nice feeling to still give back to that community. Right. And it is, when you separate from the military, there is kind of a feeling of a loss of tribe, a loss of community a little bit, So when you go to school, I know when I have someone in my class who speaks the same language, it makes a difference, and it kind of ups that comfort level. Can you talk a little bit about maybe some of the benefits and some of the things that SVA does for veterans across the the landscape of education?
Well, I think the main thing, a good way to think about SVA, it's when you go to college, the more networking you do can really enhance the overall experience. So I would encourage any student to get involved in student organizations, student government, just as a way to enhance their overall experience. So Student Veterans of America is another way where student veterans can enhance their overall experience by connecting with an SVA chapter and using that as a support system, as a network to help get ahead. It's the same reason why anyone may join a fraternity or any kind of student organization. And in addition to that on-campus networking, you have SVA National Headquarters, which also provides programming that will help student veterans on their educational journey. And of course, that leads off with NatCon, which I don't want to step all over. I'm sure you're going to bring that up. But NatCon is a great way to connect the entire SVA community together. It's the largest gathering of student veterans in the country. And our theme this year is leading forward together. In addition to NatCon, and again, I know we'll probably talk a little bit more about it, we have the SVA Regional Summits, which is a training program to help chapter leaders manage successful, sustainable chapters on their campus. And then we have the Leadership Institute, which is essentially the next step in the leadership continuum, which is designed to help create better leaders in general. So it's much more kind of taking leadership to the next level as far as their professional career.
I mean, that's great. I mean, it's nice to get that and have that as an option, something to do. Just besides the networking, but it also kind of gives you that dipping your foot into to learning those other leadership skills outside of maybe that PME you're getting in the military, right?
Right, right,
So I
right.
mean, it's a nice thing to have, and you touched on it. I'll bring up I'll share my screen here and where you can find a chapter and your web page here in a minute.
All
But
right.
let's talk NatCon. Can you tell us a little bit about NatCon? What are the benefits? I registered myself. It was quick. It was easy.
Good, good.
It's something I'm looking forward to attending. I mean, I'm back in school and I wanna be more active, and networking is a big part of it. And um, so that's why I'm taking part in it. Plus, I'm just interested to learn more about everything that's going on there. So could you just tell us a little bit about it, where to go to register, and when it's going to be taking place?
Sure. So, as I said, the theme this year is leading forward together. Anyone who wants to register, go to natcon.studentveterans.org to register. And this year, due to our generous partners, student registration fee has been totally waived. So that's a great benefit for our students. But as I said before, it's essentially the entire SVA community coming together. So it's a great opportunity to meet the national headquarters staff in Washington, D.C., to bring all of our chapter members together, and that's chapter members, chapter leaders, as well as alumni. We invite the administrators from colleges and universities are also welcome, and then of course our corporate partners. We have Fortune 500 companies that are all interested in networking with student veterans and ultimately hiring talented student veterans. So it's a great opportunity um, to get that networking in, to meet this massive national network of members together, to really all on that one accord of serving student veterans.
Yeah, definitely strength in numbers, and it's nice to be part of that community and be represented as well. So I mean, when you're there, I mean, it's hard to the veteran population is a great population for the workforce. I mean, we have
Mhm.
people who are well trained, driven. They're going to school and they're going to come out ready to start that new career and get back. So it's great that you have that opportunity to network, not just with fellow veterans, but with these employers.
Right,
So
right.
I'm looking forward to that. So I'll just real quick share my screen here, and we'll just go through some of the pages. Um, and then this is just the homepage. You can go here.
Mhm.
Right there is the NatCon that we talked about. The video is worth the watch.
Absolutely.
I watched it a few times. It gives some information and where you can go to do it, but you can also find a bunch of information on here. On find a chapter. If you're interested, you're going to school, you're out there in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, or you're down here in San Antonio, Texas. You can type in here and try to find a chapter that's close to you, and then some more information on the NatCon.
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean, it's right there, and I'm sure they can find you on social media and on LinkedIn and all things like that. But I mean,
Absolutely.
it's something to do, and I mean, it's February 19th and 20th. Um, it's virtual, which is a lot of things are right now, but I think it provides an opportunity if you're a person who wouldn't be able to travel or make it to these kind of things. If you haven't went to a virtual event, they can still be very productive.
Sure.
You can still make really good connections, and I would encourage you, if you are one of our warriors or maybe you're a veteran who's watching this, if you're not involved, go and check it out.
Absolutely, absolutely, and yeah, not to cut you off, but yes, thank you for. I did forget to mention the dates, but yes, and that's really a challenge that we've been having as far as shifting to a virtual content, and everything we're doing virtually is really designed to keep everyone connected and engaged, and that's something that a lot of our chapters have been struggling with. And I also want to mention that we have some very cool special guests joining us. Gary V will be there to talk about how to show off your talents virtually. Jimmy Williams, who will be providing entertainment during the Honors Gala, and Jamie Gray Hyder, who those of you who've attended NatCon in the past, I'm sure you're very familiar with Jamie Gray Hyder. This is her 5th year hosting our Honors Gala.
Well, I'm definitely gonna try to learn and try to showcase my talents on virtual because I'm not sure I've tapped into that yet. But I probably use some tips.
Sure, sure.
But I really appreciate it, Kevin. Is there any other information that you think that our AFW2 New Warriors or anybody who sees this might need to know ahead of the event, or just how to get in touch with SBA and reach out and be part of this?
Yeah, just to repeat the registration address, natcon.studentveterans.org. Feel free to reach out to me. My email address is Kevin, Kevin, .Jenkins, Jenkins, at studentveterans.org. That's Kevin.Jenkins at studentveterans.org. Feel free to reach me on my personal cell, 201-417-2229. I hope I don't regret putting that out there, but that's kind of the culture of SVA. We're like one big happy family, maybe a bit dysfunctional, but we get it done. Please use me as a resource as well, and just know that we're here to help you.
Awesome. I really appreciate it. Kevin, thank you very much for taking the time with us today.
Thank you.
This is great information. I'm looking forward to the event. So with that, please take a look at the information provided. Please don't hesitate to reach out to Kevin and reach out to the website to gather more information. Look forward to seeing everybody else in the future, and look forward to seeing everybody else at NatCon. Thank you.